Okay, nerds, we're back with another Pokemon Scarlet stream, and it's the Tera Raid 7-star Tyranitar. Similar to last week, the only difference is there are also Blissey raids on the map. Alright, so to recall from last week's raid, here's the best build for the Tyranitar, so watch this closely. So the build I used based on Game 8's build is a crocodile with dark Tera type holding a shell bell, max attack and max defense with 4 allocated to its HP. Now, for the moves, it's recommended to run it with bulk up, breaking swipe, power trip, and taunt, which you'll see once we get to the Tyranitar raids. So let's first deal with the Blissey on the whole map of Paldea before dealing with the Tyranitar itself. Alright, where should we start? Oh yes, there's one nearby. Okay, it's just outside of the zero. Oh, there it is. Alright, this is a Tera Rock Blissey. So before I generate the link code for the viewers to join in, let me get the best Pokemon I have in mind. Might as well go with Annihilate. Alright, to all watching on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, here's the link code for everyone to join in. Oops, that's not the code. Hold on, let me try again. Alright, we've got our first code here. So if you're watching, feel free to join in. Okay, if no one's joining in when the timer reaches 30 seconds, I'll lock in and we'll start once it's down to 10 seconds. Alright, locking in Annihilate. Once this reaches 10, I'll start the raid. Alright, going solo for this one first, since no one's joining for some reason. So yeah, I'm considering this as a warm-up. Let's see what the bots brought. Mudsdale, Staraptor, and Corviknight. Okay, that would bring the shields up. Its health is already half. Yep, it just went up. Given that Blissey has low physical defense, yep, it's easy to break the shield without even having to terrestrialize. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did use Screech before the shield is up. Alright, shield's broken and it's down. Okay, no need to catch it. Let's see what Tera shards are we getting. Obviously there's no Stellar in this one since we're in Paldea and I don't have the DLC. Okay, aside from the XP candies, we have Dark, Bug, Psychic, and of course, Rock Tera shards. Let's find our next Blissey raid. Alright, so let's start from the north of the map. Particularly this one, because I'm looking for Fairy Tera shards. Sorry. Okay, we've got a Terra Blissey here. Alright, I'll be bringing out the Clodsire, and to all viewers, codes ready in 3, 2, 1. Alright, just like the last raid, I'll lock in once the timer reaches 30 and start at 10. Alright, the code is still on screen. Feel free to join. Don't worry, I won't bite. Alright, we've got 1 minute left on the timer. Alright, readying up now. Alright, starting the raid again, going solo. But don't worry, you can, if you miss this one, you can still join the next Blissey. Alright, so let's see what the NPC spot out or brought out. Garganapple, Tauros, and Umbreon. Oh, hello! Say, do you also play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Okay, the shield should be up at this moment. Once this turn is over, yep, there it is. Shields are up. Alright, time to terrestrialize. Oh. Oh, nice! That's good. Okay, so after this particular Blissey raid, we'll move to the nearest one and you can the next raid. Because after all the Blissey raids are battled in this map, that's when we can take on Tyranitar, saving the best for last. Okay, so time to break Blissey's shield. There we go. Just one more strong hit and it's down. Alright, it's down. Time to check what rewards are we getting from this specific raid. Aside from the fairy Tera shards, of course. Alright, what do we have here? We have Tera, we have ground Tera shards, flying, electric, and of course the fairy and the XP candies. Let's move on to the next Tera raid, which should be somewhere nearby. Okay, the nearest one should be here. Okay, almost went down. It's just right here. Alright, which Tera type is it? Okay, this is Tera. This is the Rock Tera type. Blissey, of course. Alright, to everyone watching right now, here's the link code to join. Alright, there's the link code. So it's 0P, 09PHN5. Feel free to join in. Alright, we have Mrs. MRS.DOGG, Mrs. Dog. Okay, to the other viewers who want to join, there are still 2 more slots. Alright, let's see what they're bringing. Koraidon. Okay, I'll ready up when the timer reaches 30 and start the raid when it reaches 10, just to give a leeway for those who still want to join in. Alright, we have 1 minute on the timer, and MDog 1996, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, readying up in 30. We'll start once the timer reaches 10. Alright, here we go. So, MDog1996 is bringing a Koraidon. Let's see what the 2 NPC bots are bringing for this raid. Sorry. Heracross and Mudsdale. Okay. Might as well give it a screech just to lower its defense. Good move, bulk up. Okay, let's... Oh. Health is down below 50 and the shield is not yet even up. Okay, it's now up. Looks like we can finish this off without the need of terrestrialization, but let's see. Hey, that's good. You knocked out the Blissey. Alright. It's up to you if you want to catch it, but let's see the rewards for this. Okay, let's see what rewards are we getting. So we have fire, water, grass, ice, poison, rock. Oh, of course, rock is present here. And I thought we're getting every single Tera shard from every type. At least rock's the one with more. Oh, there's no XP candies on this one. Oh, okay, let's move to the next Blissey raid spot. Alright, so the next Blissey raid spot is here. Oh, and before we jump, let's get the small little thing behind the sign. Alright, there it is. This is Caseroya Lake. Okay. This Blissey is a Tera Dragon, so let me pick the best one to use here. I wonder if I have a physical fairy. Wait, do I have play rough on this Tinkaton? Okay, this one will do. Alright, to everyone viewing, code on screen right now. Alright, code is Y4X389. Feel free to join in. Alright, they're back with... Let's see what Pokemon they're bringing out since this is a Tera Dragon Blissey. Zacian, okay, that's nice. Alright, to give chance to other viewers, let's also... let's just like the previous rates, I already up at 30 and started at 10. Alright, we've got 1 minute on the timer now. Okay, readying up now. Last chance for those who still want to join this particular raid. Alright, starting now. So they're bringing a Zacian Let's see what the NPCs are bringing for this raid. Umbreon and Arcanine, okay. I guess this is the shinization from the gift in Sword and Shield, but nice. Alright. Let's go. Let's start with Swords Dance. And looks like the Umbreon has Screech. They also have Play Rough. Good. The shields are now up. I haven't moved yet. Hey, why did why my Play Rough got cancelled? Okay, good. Oh, I see why Zacian dealt damage. Intrepid Sword, yep. So Zacian has +3, I have +2 on attack. Missed? Oh no, what am I gonna do? Alright, let's try one more time. Okay, good. That's another Sword Dance. I bet that's already +5 for them. Because of 2 Sword Dances and 1 Intrepid Sword when sent out. Good, at least the shield got broken before anyone terastallized. Just let me terastallize. Okay, I was able to terastallize, but yeah, just had a gamepad issue there. Anyway, let's finish this. Okay, it didn't miss this time. Yep, Blissey's done. Let's see the rewards. Alright, so we have the Steel, Fairy, and of course Dragon Tera Shards, along with some XP candies. Nice. Let's move on to our next Blissey raid site. Alright, let's go here on this side of the map in West Paldea. Okay, this one should be the easiest because this is a bug Tera. Let's find something to deal with this. Hold on. Alright, to all viewing, here's your link code. So they're bringing an Ursaring? Oh, never saw a build for this before. But we'll see how this plays out. Alright, to others who are still watching, feel free to join. There's no need to be afraid. Alright, 1 minute remaining on the timer. Okay, readying up. Last chance to join before we start. Okay, starting the raid now. Now, what do the NPC bots are? Now, what are the NPC bots bringing this time? Hopefully, there's a fire type there like Arcanine, but we'll see. Clodsire and the Dunsparce. Okay. Sun's out. Okay, whoa. One hit facade. Good. Alright, let's check the rewards for this. Alright, so the Tera shards are fire, water, bug, of course, fire, water, grass, and there are some XP candies and rare candies. Alright, let's move to our next raid spot. Alright. I have a feeling this is the Tyranitar raid, but for now, since we're doing the Blissey first, we'll get back to that shortly. So, where are the other Blissey raids? Oh! We'll get back to that raid spot for the Tyranitar itself, since we're dealing with the Blissey first before taking on Tyranitar, like saving the best for last. It's just like boxing where the Tyranitar is the main event here. Alright, what Tera type is this time? Okay, another Tera Rock. Okay, code's ready. Alright, so while we're waiting for the viewers to join in, I have a question for everyone in chat, including those who are viewing, of course. Are you excited for the release of the Switch 2 this June? For me, sort of. It's because, well, let's say that I sometimes view flagship devices as having problems at launch date. I mean, the same thing happened to the original Switch back in 2017. So, yeah, and I've seen my fair share of, let's say, expensive devices having issues at the very start. So, I'll give it a few years for that. Not sure what your opinions are. Feel free to chat if you have something in mind. Okay, we're back with the Ursaring. Alright, readying up at 30. Alright, since this is the Ursaring from the last raid, I have a feeling this is going to be another one-hit facade. But we'll see. Alright, let's begin the raid. So the NPC bots have Bellybolt and Haxorus. Alright, let's begin. Okay, belly jump facade. Yep, I got that combo there. Whoa! It is a one-hit facade. Good strat. If I have to guess the EV spreads of that Ursaring, it's max. Let me know if I'm right or wrong here. That's a max HP, max attack, right? Anyway, so the rewards we're getting aside from the Rock Tera Shards and XP candies include Ice and Poison Tera Shards. Alright, before heading to the next raid, let me just save my game just to avoid something unexpected. Okay, so the next Tera raid spot we're heading is nearby. This is the Poison. Oh, max attack and max defense. And I guess that this is an adamant or any attack boosting nature, right? So anyway, we're at this raid here. This is a Tera Poison. Yep, this is a Tera Poison Blissey. And to anyone viewing, here's your code. Alright, so to those who are still viewing, the code is on screen. Alright. Oh, another one. Another round of the Ursa Ring. Okay, let's see this one hit facade move again. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. It does. Oh yeah, the Guts ability. I think a similar strategy was used on like rank battles, but with Ursaluna instead of Ursaring. But yeah, readying up in 30. Alright, last chance to join for those who are viewing. Alright, starting the raid. Alright, let's lower it with Screech. Stomping Tantrum, so yeah, the AI has Clodsire and Staraptor. Okay, the shield should be up unless the one hit facade is pulled off. Let's see where this goes. Oh, okay, the shields are up. Wait, let's see how this works. Whoa, it broke. It survived. Yeah, it's because the shield was up. Alright, let's finish this. Okay, let's check the rewards now. So aside from Poison Tera Shards, we have Ground, Flying, and XP Candies. Okay, let's move to the next let's move to the next Tera raid location for Blissey. And if there are no more Blissey raids left, we can then move on to the main event, which is the Tyranitar. But first, save of course. Because I had one stream months ago where what happened is that, let's say that that it crashed. So anyway, let's head here in the south of Paldea. Oh wait, southeastern Paldea to be exact. Alright, we're getting close now. Wait, what's this? Oh, that. Gimme goal. Yep. I like to pick those up. But I forgot to check how many of these I have. Give me gold coins. 519. Nope, not enough. Alright, let's proceed. This is a Tera Psychic Blissey. Let's see what this has. Nope, I don't have a damaging... Wait, what about this one? Nope, it's a grass move. I'll bring out the Grimmsnarl instead. Alright, code's now ready. You know what to do. Alright. That one-hit facade sure is a nice thing for Tera raids. Alright, so we're having a minute left before we can start. Okay, readying up on 30. Last chance to join this one. Okay, starting the raid now. So the bots are bringing Weavile and Sylveon here. Alright, show that one-hit facade. Nice! Alright, let's check the rewards for this. Okay, so we have Psychic, Rock, Poison, Ice Tera Shards, along with some XP candies. So yeah, that one hit facade is a perfect flip moment. Okay, so let's move to our next Blissey raid, if there are still left. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing. Oh, it's Tera normal. Okay, this is Blissey's default settings. This is a Tera normal raid. Alright, code ready on screen. Alright, okay, so they're going with the one hit facade again. Good. Alright, 1 minute remaining for viewers want to join. Okay, readying up. Last chance for those viewing to join. Alright, starting the raid now. Okay, let's see what the mods are bringing. Arcanine and Garganacl. Yep, Quark Drive activated. also the ones with belly drum as oh this yeah we both have belly drum. Let's see who goes first. One hit facade. Okay. Alright, let's see the rewards. Okay, so we've got normal fighting and ghost Tera shards along with XP candies and rare candies. Nice. Let's move on to the next one. But of course, save the game. Just to avoid something happening when it says the software crashed because an error occurred. You don't want to see that on your Switch or your screen. Anyway, here's our next Tera raid then. So we're heading to a Blissey raid. That's Tera. Wait, is this a shiny? Oh, it's a trainer. Anyway, we're heading to this Blissey raid. This is a Tera Dark Blissey. Oh, okay, watch out for the Tauros. Alright. To those watching, to those viewing, here's your code. And while the code is showing on screen and counting down, give me a minute or two so that I can get some water. I'll be right back, chat. Stay there. Alright chat, I just came back from the fridge. Alright, so we now have a minute remaining before we start. Alright, can't wait to see another one-hit facade on this Blissey. Alright, last chance for those viewing to still join the raid. Alright, starting now. Let's see what the bots are bringing. Our Boliva and Drifblim. Okay. That's nice. On second thought, let me just boost this with Helping Hand on Ursaring. Alright, you know what to do. One hit facade. Nice. Alright, let's check the rewards. Okay. Aside from Tera, we also have Dragon, Fairy, and Steel Tera Shards, along with the rare and XP candies, of course. Alright, saving this first. Since we have to check on the map if... Okay, while there are few of these, yeah, even though these might take time to finish, I have a better idea. How about we move right on to our main event, which is this, the Tyranitar 7-star raid. Since it looks like we've been warming up for this particular raid. Let me save this one first. Okay, even though I already have caught this last week, it's better if we showcase this since this is this stream's main event. So, let me just pick... Oh, wait. Let me just change my Pokemon first. Alright. Prepare yourself. Here's the link code for the Tyranitar raid. Okay, to those viewing, link code is still on screen. Alright, 1 minute before we start. Okay, nice. You might have the same build as mine. That's better. Okay, readying up. Starting the main event, the Tyranitar 7-star raid. Oh, nice. Theirs is a shiny. Okay, good, good. Alright, anger point triggered. Say goodbye to your Dragon Dance first. Oh no, I'm running out of health. Shields are up. I need to heal up since Gardevoir got knocked out. Not to mention that anger point was nullified because of the stat reset. Okay, I'm knocked out, even though it's supposed to be a critical. Okay, they can't use Dragon Dance. Time to bulk up. Alright, someone's terrestrializing. Good. I might need to bulk up first just in case because Tyranitar might use Earthquake. Just one more. Or at least until Anger Point activates. Alright, that's it. Alright, that's a massive damage over there. Even though I'm the one doing the critical hit instead of Tyranitar doing critical damage to mine. Yikes. Okay, that triggers Anger Point. That's what I've been waiting. Nice for the heal backups. Oh no, you're knocked out. Just a little more. Okay, shield is broken. Try not to get knocked out after this because we're almost there. Alright. Alright, they're knocked out. So let's see what the rewards for this are. So just like last week, we have Herba Mystica, Protein, Tera Shards, Star Pieces, and XP Candies. The only difference from those who caught it is the ability patch and the TM. Alright, so let me try something here that... Yeah, let me try something here that's used to reset the raids of the whole map without waiting until midnight, so that we can challenge this again. But first, let me just save this. Alright, one moment while I change the clock. A lot of people do this actually. Hold on. Where is that again? Yeah, I might have forgotten. Hold on. Where is that thing here? Oh yes, date and time. Silly me. Alright, let's check in-game. Alright, this should reset the raids. Hopefully. So let's try looking for... Yep, looks like there's a new Dragon Tera spawn here. Let's look for the Tyranitar raid. Oops, that's the Blissey one. Wait, why is the icon so similar? Yeah, we can deal with the Blissey later after another round of the Tyranitar. Now, where is that? It should be a darker icon, right? Hold on. Yeah, of all the weird issues that have to happen, this wasn't on my bingo card, but hold on, let's try to look further. Tera Ghost. Should be Tera Ghost with a darker thing, but hold on, let me just... Ah, that's weird. Apparently it isn't here for some reason. Let me try zooming in further. Yeah, something's not right here. Sure, the clock change method might have reset the raids, but the Tyranitar raid seems missing. Okay, you know what? Let's try one more time with the let's try one more time with the clock changing trick. Let me just move the offset to or let me just move the day again. So yeah, Fortnite streams are on the other days, but let's see where this goes. Nope, no changes on the map. I guess I guess we have to change it back to the original time then, since it didn't work, and let's continue with the rest of the Blissey raids. Yeah, because previously when I did this, it did work even with the internet enabled. Alright. Well, it magically showed up. It moved here. Let's try this one. Alright, let me just save this first, just in case things go wrong. Alright, looks like we've got the Tyranitar reset. So, looks like the trick... Yeah, looks like there's a new trick to this. Change the rate forward, then change it backward. Alright. Time to pick Crocodile first before selecting the link code. Alright, to all viewers, here's the link code. looks like we're back with the same crocodile. Alright, we're starting in a minute. Okay, readying up in 30. Alright, starting the raid once the countdown reaches 10. Alright, let's begin another round for the Tyranitar. Okay, so the bots are bringing Marini and a Clodsire. Power trip right off the bat. I don't know what moves your crocodile has, so... Yeah, it's kind of weird that the bots are using poison types. Anyway, let's taunt this to avoid any dragon damage. Alright, here comes the anger point. And the shields are already up. I forgot to notice. Okay, hanging in here. Alright, they finally terrestrialized. So yeah, might as well breaking swipe first just in case they knock me out. I'm not rushing to terrestrialize this one. Yep, hanging in here. Oh no, they can use Dragon Dance! Might as well try to cancel out that... Ah, fuck. Alright. Bulking up next turn this time. Okay, this isn't looking good since we have Marini and Clodsire for the bots instead of a Gardevoir. Oh good, someone already did that. Time to terrestrialize then. Yikes. There, shield's broken. Okay, at least. Okay, good. At least they're able to break. Alright, let's see the rewards now. Okay, there's an ability capsule on top of what I mentioned earlier, along with the Ghost Tera shards. Alright, so as advised by a friend here, thanks to. Anyways, that's one. Yes, MDog996, thanks for those one-hit facades earlier. See you on the next stream. Alright. So, let me just save this one. Alright, so as a palette cleanser from those two. Yeah, as a palette cleanser from those two Tyranitar raids, let me just pull up the rank battles and see what's my rank for this season now. You reached rank 9 in season 28. And I'm on. Okay, the same rank as last time. So, before we get into some rank battles here as a palette cleanser, let me just put back this Urshifu that I've been putting on my party for something personal. Yep, some of these are theme teams. Alright, let's have a few ranked battles this time just to, just to refresh from those Tera raids. Since we're still on Regulation G, might as well use this. Oh, that's not what I'm seeing. Oh no, we have of all the Pokemon to show up, it had to be the damn Calyrex. Alright, you want speed control? Fine. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yep, they started with Indeedee. No taunt for this one. And no fake out either. But at least we can try some speed control here. Okay, that one has Moonblast. Wait, is this Sash? Fuck. Looks like I have to sashay away the Murkrow. And you turn this out. And since Serapagos is grounded in, Whimsicott can't even use Encore because of the Psychic Terrain. Okay, no terrain for you in the next turn. And let me guess, you're sending out the Calyrex. Oh no. Of all the Pokemon to send out, it had to be the Urshifu. Might as well do some taunting here. Since Comfy is not boosted by... I mean, Comfy doesn't have Prankster. Oh, I didn't expect the poison jab there. Okay, so Fake Out is off the table. How about Floral Healing, though? Yeah, this one has Poison Jab. Sheesh. Okay, this is risky, but I think I'm doing this one. Alright, no more tailwind for the opponent. Oh shit, they have the Calyrex! Okay, I'm forced to terrestrialize this one just to get rid of this pesky terrain. Fairy? At least I just need to get rid of the held item. Nope, your Bluetooth device doesn't connect there. Okay, this is tough. And they no longer have Tailwind. Now I can use my Trading Kiss. There. And Tera Starstorm to the both of you. Whoa, this one is Trading Kiss too? Okay, just great. That's a Life Orb Calyrex. Oh shit. Alright, I have the speed advantage. Hopefully this will last. Oh, there's the Astral Barrage. You've got to be kidding me with that. Okay. First game? Well, it's technically the first game of my rank. Anyway, let's try in the next one. Okay, we have another battle. Okay, at least this one's more friendly than the last set. So let's bring out the Whimsicott because they have this Tornadus. What else? There's this Rillaboom. Yeah, given that there's a Flutter Mane, I think I'll stick with this. I might taunt this just to prevent them from setting up Tailwind, because if I fake out, they might have covered Cloak. So, since fake out can't hit Flutter Mane, might as well Flare Blitz this one. Oh, Bleak Windstorm. Alright, what are they sending out this time? Walking Wake? Don't tell me you have a... Oh, there's no booster energy. Tailwind. You know what? Let's U-turn out of here. Okay, they sent out the Rillaboom. Wait, they sent out the Rillaboom and I was about to use... Okay. Shit. Alright, I think I need to use Calm Mind on this one. If they try to fake out the Whimsicott, then that's a different story, but yeah. It's because Whimsicott has Sash. So, let's try this one. Oh, they withdrew the Walking Wake. They sent out the Tornadoes. These kids, they're trying to set up Tailwind. And what's shocking is that Rillaboom didn't even use Fake Out. Knock off. Oh, come on. Time to take advantage of this strategy. Floral Healing. Sunny Day? Oh, it's because of the Walking Wake. Yeah, I think I get it now. Yep, since the health is full, just in case they swap out either of this, might as well terrestrialize to get rid of the weather. Oh, they didn't! Alright, at least they don't have to win. Okay, that's a double knockout. An unexpected one as well. Okay, so they have Walking Week but no Sun to rely on. And they haven't used Tera yet. Yo! What's the name? Chaos Stars! Okay, they just Tera. Let's see how this turns out. Hydro's team? I have +2 in Combine. Are they sure about this? Yep, that wipes them out. Let's move on to our next battle. And this is why I don't like... I didn't know Terrapagos was your pet peeve on ranked battles. I've seen worse. In fact, I hate Calyrex Shadow... I hate Calyrex both riders more than Terrapagos. Anyway, let's find our next match. Only Cali Shadow? I hate both actually because those... Really? But both forms gave me burnout last season, so that's the reason why those two forms are both my pet peeves. So let's find our next opponent. Ooh, I have scared Kali Ice players before. Nice. Bagos yun eh. Oh, yeah. Let me guess. When you... Because in LPGC to save the uncool world, it's with... Oh, and Chaos Stars. Thanks for the follow. Anyway, let's see what the opponent has. So, they have Groudon, Prankster Illumise, Iron Valiant, Chiyu, Rillaboom, and Raging Bolt. Alright, Yeah, that's Illumise. Pretty sure that's a prankster Illumise build. Yeah, and oh, yeah. For me, I actually don't mix up the two, but yeah, the only time I remember trying to use a Volbeat was when attempting some kind of weird sweep, but that's a different thing. Pretty sure that the opponent's leading with an Illumise. Yep, and with an Iron Valiant. Oh, Tail Glow. Baton Pass in doubles? As far as I remember, Baton Pass is mainly used in singles. But let's see how this plays out. Shit, I didn't know that. Light screen. Oh wait, I have a better idea. Oh, they withdrew the Illumise. Good move there. They're just... Yeah, it's a prankster Illumise. Okay. Light screen and coaching Iron Valley. Wait, 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 wait. Something's not right here. Okay, they brought back the Illumise, but... Time to taunt. And I have a bad feeling about the item held by the Groudon. This might be clear Amulet, so... Precipice or... Oh, yeah. They're trying to use Tailwind! Okay, this isn't looking good. Wait, have I set up my own Tailwind? Oh, I think not. If this... single target. Screw this, I'm... I wait, no Tera yet, no Tera yet. I'm sorry. Yep, even though it knocked out the Whimsicott, at least I can send out the Comfy to take advantage of its ability. Bug Buzz? Oh, that's another problem. Alright, let's do the usual trick. Floral Healing and Calm Mind. Okay, Terrapagos dodge Precipice Blades. Yeah, that's one problem. It one-shotted the Comfy and since there's no Floral Healing, okay. Looks like I got your point now. Alright, say goodbye to the sun. But yeah, the Illumise will be forced here to choose either Tailwind or Light Screen. Yep, they didn't go for Light Screen, they went for Tailwind. Okay, this is bad. This could knock me out. Because there's Tailwind. And Precipice Blades is a physical move. Evasiveness? Oh shit. Sweet Scent on rank? Got to be kidding me. Yeah, likely Assault Vest. I was under the impression that it's Clear Amulet. But anyway, let's move on to our next rank match. Yeah, that's fine, bro. That's completely fine. Yeah, it used Sweet Scent instead, and since it has Prankster, it was able to move first. Defog on good. Wait, I have an Hisuian Lilligant. But, oh, I didn't know that strategy. I mean, I have a Hisuian Lilligant during Regulation H, but I only used that for after you. Like, after you Torkoal. Getting rid of... Oh, okay. It also gets rid of hazards entering. Yeah, I remember. It's not like PDSP where it only lowers the evasion. So, let's see what they have. Tornadoes. From the bottom, Tornadoes, Raging Bolt, Chi, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Zamazenta. Alright. get rid of the Murkrow and swap it out with a Hyper offensive sweeper. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that after this one. Yeah, these are mainly physical, but let's do this. Wait. Not a good match up. Oh yeah. Iron defense body press. Yeah, I remember. Shit. Looks like I'm pressed for time. Yeah, looks like we'll do a little swap out for that build after this match. Okay, we've got Chiyu and Tornadoes for their lead. Oh, fuck. Yeah, wide guard. I see. Thanks for the heads up there. On that. Fake out the Chiyu. We can't use Tailwind. Alright, time to switch out with U-turn for the Incineroar, of course. Heat Wave? And Terapagos dodged the... Yep, Terapagos dodged that Bleak Windstorm. Alright, time to use the obvious exploit. Yep, they withdrew the Chiyu. I guess they're sending out the Zama. Wait. The Raging Bolt. Okay. And I guess the other one is Zamazenta. Yep. Okay, let's see them try using the... Wait. I have full health. So... Wait, go back. Okay, so I have full health, but I'll still use Calm Mind. Now... Yep. That's okay. Looks like that's the logical move let's try this logical move here. They withdrew the Raging Bolt. I have a feeling they're sending out the tornadoes. Yep, just aware of the taunt. Heavy slam. Oh, come on. Okay. Ay. Yeah, Oh, you were expecting the Incineroar. Yeah, but I have something in mind, though. Since Samazent has White Guard, might as well taunt the tornadoes again. This might be unorthodox, but oh, body press. And Windstorm. Okay. Wait, White Guard. But since... Okay, might as well Tera. Encore on this, just to avoid the, iron defense thing, or at least it's locked to body press. Okay, it's locked to body press now. What? What? Ah! Good suggestion in the chat. Nope. Sunny day? I don't know what's the point of a sunny day though. Yeah. Use Encore on the Zamazenta. Anyway, before we try to dive into one more ranked match, let's swap out the Murkrow for a hyper-offensive sweeper. But the question is, which one? Since we're still on Regulation G. Alright, so the main objective is to swap out the Murkrow with another sweeper. So I'm guessing we're swapping this with a physical one, given that the only physical one here is, I don't know, Incineroar. And Urshifu? Volcarona. Wait, I might have a Volcarona here. Yeah, for some reason this has... Yeah, this is an old build. Heavy duty boots. Flame body. Max health, max def. So yeah, this Volcarona is an old build. Sure, take a look. Okay, so... Nope, that's for Perish Trap. Hyper Offensive Sweeper. Nope, not Wheezing. That negates abilities. No, not Ember, even though fire types are tempting. What about our Chalodon? Oh wait, I don't have Rain. And I already have Assault Vest. No, not this one. Yep, you're right. My team is weak to fighting. This one's also weak to fighting. This is Chen Pao. This is Hisuian Lilligant. Yeah, this one's also weak to fighting. This one won't do. Yeah, this one requires Sun, and this is a special build. Oh wait, what about Dragonite? And if it's Dragonite, the problem would be the Tera type because this is Tera normal, which is also weak to fighting. Sure, feel free to suggest. at least it keeps the chat interactive. Let's see what you have in mind. Combo with Chen. Oh yeah, you're right. That requires the Chen Pao. Alright, let's try another candidate. Rillaboom? What about Rillaboom? Oh wait, this has Assault Vest already. But we can just swap out the item of Incineroar to Safety Goggles if it helps. Yeah, right. Next. Wait, Rayquaza's restricted. Walking Wake requires Sun. Hold on, I haven't checked Greninja. Oh, wait. This doesn't have the best moves, but I think we can change. Yeah, I still have some. Oh yeah, Greninja is a niche. I still have a lot of. Oops. Yeah, I still have a lot of Pokemon that need EV training here. I'm guessing Gengar is also a niche. Where did I get this chestnut? Roaring Moon and Iron Hands. Oh wait. For Roaring Moon, this is part of a theme team, but we can use this. Tera flying. Max attack, max speed. Acrobatics, knock off Dragon Dance, and protect. That's Roaring Moon. Nature plus on speed minus on special attack. I forgot the name. Wait, hold on. Speed minus Jolly Nature, yep. Alright, looks like we'll give Roaring Moon a go here. Even though originally I used it for a singles theme team. But let's use this on the rank 1. Alright, saving changes. Alright, let's have a few more battles. Oops. Yep, I know how acrobatics works. No held item, more damage. Oh. Alright, we've got someone in So and oh shoot, they have a flatter main. But since they have tornadoes, let's start with this one. Alright, what else? Oh yes, I have Urshifu. Okay. Alright, now for the 4th. Should I go Comfy or the Roaring Moon? Okay, no Incineroar. Alright. Looks like Roaring Moon would have to sit on until the next match. Yep, they led with Flutter Mane. So they have speed. Alright, let's start with Tailwind. Yep, Urshifu's Terra Water. Alright, let's go! We're terastallizing Chiyu here. I mean, no, we're terastallizing Urshifu. If in case that Flutter Mane might use Dazzling Gleam at least. Yep. True. Yeah, that removes the fighting secondary type. Icy Wind? Are you serious? Okay, they're sending this out. Yeah, they're sending out the Raging Bolt. So if Raging Bolt uses Thunderclap, Urshifu would be in big trouble here. Oh, too late. I switched out the Terap. I switched out when the Terapa goes. Yep, they're using Thunderclap. Alright, let's boost this with Calm Mind first. I doubt that either of these two have Wide Guard. Yep, single target, true. Oh, now they're terastallizing. What now? Fairy? Ah, they're using Taunt. At least Terapagos touched the Snarl. Alright. Since Terapagos is taunted, I can't use Calm Mind here. And since this since this Raging... Oh yeah, I can't Tera already. Urshifu already did it. Alright, let's get rid of Raging Bolt. Moonblast? Oh yeah, there's the Terra Shell. Oh, so now you're using Calm Mind. Alright, let's get rid of the Raging Bolt here. Healing. Tera, Star Storm, Raging Bolt. There you go. It blocked Okay, it blocked Thunderclap. Good. Alright, say goodbye to that Raging Bolt. Oh, they have Zamazenta. Shit. Are you sure you're going to Tera Starstorm this Zamazenta? It doesn't work on Fluttermane because I can Tera. Might as well Earth Power, yep. I was thinking the same thing. Oh no, not Body Press! Ugh. Oh well, at least we still have Urshifu. Alright, Helping Hand. Obviously, Surging Strikes. Oh no! That doesn't look good. And that doesn't look good either. Oh no. Yep, Choice Scarf. Okay, this isn't looking good. Again with the wrong speed calc. He must bash. Wait. Hello. Checking if something's wrong here. Hold on, I'm checking on my end. Oh! To anyone watching the stream, can you still see my Switch's display, or is it stuck in the battle that we just lost? Yeah, wait, was it stuck with Zamazenta on screen? Oh, shoot. Hold on, looks like we're having a technical issue here. One moment, let's see if I can fix this. Yeah, this was unexpected. Hold on, let me try redocking the Switch. Hold on. How do you refresh this thing? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, looks like this is an HDMI thing. Let me try something else. If I deactivate it and... Wait, it's fine now! Alright. Alright. Sorry for the sudden technical issue there. Alright, let's have one more ranked battle, which is the last one for this stream. Since it's dinner time. Yep, also fine on my end. Yeah, looks like the capture card I'm using needs to be unplugged and replugged. And even though it's different from the one that's on my Twitch panel, which leads to my TikTok shop, or the TikTok showcase affiliate thing, if you purchase from that link on the panel, I might earn a commission, so up to you. Alright, let's find our next opponent. Okay, let's try again right now. Why wait later? This is going to be the last match for this stream. Oh, hold on. Let me just get something. Wait. Let me just set my favorite. Yeah, this one. This one's better. Yeah, I don't have the rest of the BGMs because I don't have the DLC. Alright, we finally have our opponent. Okay, this one's unexpected because, yeah, they have a Rhydon, which likely has Eviolite. Alomomola. I think I've seen a build of that before. Anyway, so that Scizor might have Bullet Punch, I'm guessing. Okay, so this one's. I think we'll go for Incineroar or no. Wait. Yeah, I'm torn between Incineroar and Roaring Moon. Or maybe Urshifu will do. I don't know. There's a Rillaboom. Yeah, looks like we're pressed for time. Might as well force this in. Yeah, the Roaring Moon might have to be tested option. Alright, let's try this. Because it's the first time I'm seeing a Rhydon instead of a Rhyperior here. Likely this is an Eviolite build. And Scizor on rank. I'm guessing that has Technician. But let's see how this plays. Oh, Heal Pulse. Yep, I know who to taunt now. Oh, they withdrew the Scizor. Clever. I can't read the names in Mandarin. Wait. Is this a Swift Swim build? Icy Wind? Okay, that's some speed control right there. Might as well set up Tailwind first. And I think I'm betting by knocking off that Kyogre. Choice Scarf? Okay. And Flip Turn. Wait, gold? Ah, that's the Rillaboom. They're using a fake out Rillaboom here. Either fake out or Grassy Glide, whatever goes first. Alright, might need to use U-turn to switch out Incineroar, bring in Comfy, so that I can use the Tera Starstorm strat here. Oh, now you're withdrawing the Kyogre. What you're sending out now? Hello, Momola? Oh, come on. It had to be Protect. So, likely they're going for a Grassy Glide or something. Should have U-turned the Kyogre or the Alomomola in here. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Let me just single target the Rillaboom. Wait. I haven't memorized or remembered what moveset Alomomola has. I have a bad feeling this has Wide Guard. Yep, it has Wide Guard. They thought I'm going for Tera Starstorm. Alright, looks like we're dealing with... Wait, single target, not Alomomola. Okay. In this case... Might as well... Wait, I already have Calm Mind, so... I'll just keep using Calm Mind. Switch out the Incineroar. Switch out the Incineroar. Okay. Oh! I keep forgetting. Fuck. Anyway, I think we need to wait until the Rillaboom switches in because the grass... They withdrew the Alomomola. A good one. Bullet punch. Okay, good call, good call. Okay. Single target the Scizor, fake out the Kyogre. Wait, switch to Rillaboom. Alright, faking out the Kyogre now. Oh, they withdrew the Kyogre. Looks like we're playing a game of switcheroo here. Okay, Alomomola has Rocky Helmet. Okay, this is bad. We have close combat. Yeah, they have Wide Guard. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, let's get rid of the Scizor. And... what about the Incineroar? Then... Okay, they switch it out. They sent out Rillaboom. Alright, no fake out this time. Flip turn. Okay, they might bring in the Kyogre here. Oh no, they brought out the Scizor. Okay, this is either the Alomomola or... Okay, it's the Kyogre. Alright, should I switch out the Comfy for the Incineroar or hold on? I'm having a dilemma with this one. Okay, in this case, I'll dual target the Scizor because I'm running out of time. Origin Pulse? Oh no. Okay, okay, at least Scizor's down. The Alomomola though. Alright, we're back to full health because there's the grassy terrain. I think we'll do single targets first because Alomomola has wide guard. I have. Oh wait, it's not full health. It's not full health. Oh wait. Gamepad problem. I think I'll just. Yeah, I need this at full health. Yep, you're right. Even if it's just 12, Tera Shell always requires full health. So there. Yep, they're using Wide Guard, just as I thought. Okay, Comfy might be down. Say goodbye to that Kyogre. Alright, now to finish this. Alright, as for the move, let's fake this out. Let's see if this... They cancelled the battle! Okay. If there's a Calyrex though, I would have said, that's what you get for giving me burnout, but it's a Kyogre, so this is different. Alright. They did back off after Kyogre went down, which... Yeah, they literally have no choice there, even if they rely on Rocky Helmet. Alright. Anyway, nerds, that's it for our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stream, where we did manage to... Yeah, at least my rival here taught me something. Thanks for that, Simple Rizzo. Also known as Choose TV on TikTok. Be sure to follow him as well. You'd also like his battles, I'm sure. So, anyway, what we did on our stream is, aside from taking on those Blissey and Tyranitar raids, at least we have some palate cleanser with the ranked battles. And nerds, on our next stream, we'll be back to our regular Fortnite streams. And until then, see you later, nerds.